Let's talk about 5 micro brands that I absolutely adore. And I purposefully didn't call this top 5 micro brands. I can't know what you value the most when it comes to choosing your watch and your brand. But for me, these are watches in my collection that have worked for me, and all of them have worked for a particular reason within each watch, whether it be my relationship with the brand or it just be things that I appreciate about the watch individually. So the first watch that I want to talk about and the brand is Venezianico. And they are teetering on the line of what is to be called a micro brand and an independent brand, and I'll explain why. They were able to produce their own movement to their own specification, not vertically integrated where they're actually manufacturing the parts in-house, but they are having it manufactured to their specification. They do have in-house watchmakers. They are assembling, they are decorating, they are designing, and everything else outside of producing it themselves. And they also have store locations where you can physically go and touch and feel the watches as well, which is not typically seen with micro brands. And that's why I think they're teetering on that line. Now, over the years, we've seen them produce a lot of different variations to their diver watches, to their dress watches, and they've done so with dials. And that's something that I absolutely love. I love a big, large selection in dials, especially when it's done tastefully like Venezianico normally does. And this is my Nerede Aureo, and it's a gold-plated electro dial. And for the watch itself, all of the features, it gives me a taste of luxury. They're not only utilizing things like gold on their plate, it's not solid gold, but it's electroplated, but they also have a polished tungsten bezel, which makes a lot of sense. Because a bezel insert is polished, it's susceptible to having scratches whenever you're wearing it. But because it's tungsten, that being a very hard metal to scratch, in fact, I've had this watch for almost a year now, and I don't have many scratches if I could even locate any at all. So I think that that was ingenious. Moving forward, for the dials, they were able to use specialized materials to their dials that you don't see one brand having that much of a selection in materials for their dials. And the way that they cleverly produced this was by making the indices attached to the chapter ring. They didn't invent that, but they utilized that. And I think that that attributed to their success in being able to produce all of these variants. Overall, the watch feels really good. It has an SW200 movement. It has all of the finishing up to par to my standards. I don't really get so caught up in finishing so much. When was the last time somebody stopped you on the street and said, oh man, that looks like a great watch, but it should have had better polishing or better brushing or whatever the case may be. But overall, super well built watch. They do listen to their consumers. They do listen to the people who support their brand. They did come out with a smaller size, which is a 39. I think the biggest talk about this watch, although being very beautiful, was that they wished that it came in a smaller size, and they did that by reducing it to a 39, removing the date wheel, which I thought was ingenious because that was the second thing that people had a problem with. But personally, I'm not just a fanboy blindly for the brand. I think that Venezianico really needs to buckle down, stop focusing on all the new iterations to come out, and fix their issues that they have with their bracelets. Now, they have some of the most beautiful bracelets I have ever seen. They're super comfortable. They're well finished. The only issue that I find with them personally is that they don't have quick release and they don't have the on-the-fly adjustment. And I know that sounds crazy to nitpick because there's a lot of big brands that don't include this. But when you're in the space of selling directly to an enthusiast, those things are very key and very crucial to add to the bracelet because that's part of the experience. It's an extension of the watch, and they put a lot of time and energy to designing such a beautiful bracelet, whether we're talking about this Nerede or we're talking about the Arsenale. And especially when it comes to their butterfly clasp, they offer a half link, but you have to request it upon purchase. And I think that where they are at this point in the game, it should be already included and covered altogether. But other than that, I absolutely love the brand. I love the watches that I own. I own 3 of them now, one of which I paid for, 2 of which were given to the channel. And that's not the reason why. When I met them in person, they were very personable, very welcoming. They told their story, and I connected to the brand that way. And that's the way I kind of want to connect to brands moving forward. The next brand that I want to talk about is Wise, and I like to call them the pride of Thailand, and they're making phenomenal watches. Specifically, the 80X GMT is the one that I was able to get hands on. It is in my collection permanently. I have been wearing it regularly, and it's absolutely fantastic. Now, Wise has been truly impressive to me because I feel like the brand has gone the extra mile, not only giving us 904L stainless steel, but also giving us a true toolless bracelet. Now, by that, I don't just mean quick release and on-the-fly adjustment, which they have, but they also have a toolless link adjustment where you're just pulling it out, twisting it, removing the link, and then putting the next one in. So you don't need any screws, you don't need any tools, and you can completely adjust and calibrate your bracelet without them. And I think that that's absolutely fantastic. Additionally, that 904L steel, not only on the watch, but on the bracelet, has been treated with a high polished and great quality. And that's something that you don't see in micro brands too often, and you normally have to go to the big boys for it. So I applaud them for putting all of the aspects that enthusiasts appreciate, not only a high beat movement, not only rarer materials, not only specifications in that bracelet, but also applying lume AR coating. I mean, the thing just covers all of the bases. And additionally to that, it is a GMT that's 200 meters, so you can effectively go swimming with it without having to worry about anything at all. Well done, Wise. I appreciate the timepiece that you've created. Before we move on to watch number 3, here's a message from our sponsors. Now, I know you guys are watch enthusiasts, so you have plenty of straps for your watches, but what about the strap for your waist? Today's video is sponsored by Anson Belt and Buckle, and they're a father and son business since 2009. They've been revolutionizing the belt game entirely by completely deleting the holes in them altogether by replacing them with a track system embedded into the back of their belts. Now that upgrades your belt to have a micro adjustment to 1/4 of an inch for a perfect fit every time. That system completely helps the longevity of your belt because conventional belts have those ratty holes where you can't get the perfect adjustment, and they create wear and tear on your belt, making you have to change them out even sooner. The belt strap fit a waist size from 16 up to 50 inches. The buckles and straps are detachable on a quick release function, so you have the power to assemble any belt you can imagine from tons of options on their website. The more belts you buy, the larger your belt collection will multiply. They have 15,000 5-star reviews and a lifetime guarantee on the function of the belt that they will repair or replace so long as you have it. And because Anson Belt and Buckle are the sponsor of today's video, when you scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description below, you can build your box set and get 2 bonus pieces, 1 buckle and 1 strap, completely free. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps that you can mix and match into 9 unique belt combos all in one box. It's an exclusive deal you won't get anywhere else, so hit that link, build your set, and upgrade your belt game today. Watch number 3 is Zelos, and man, do they make a killer watch. I experienced the Mako 3, and that was my first experience with Zelos. And I'll be honest with you, when I saw the pictures before the release, I really didn't know if Meteorite was gonna work with a blue colored lume, but when I got the watch in person, it made a lot of sense, and it made me understand why Zelos is high regarded in being a designer of watches and effectively delivering quality within the watches that we can expect as watch enthusiasts. It's not just about the Meteorite dial on this watch, because we've seen Meteorite before, but it's also all of the elements that he put within it. Now, this is a 300-meter watch, and I feel like Zelos absolutely killed it when it came to all of the specifications that we would expect out of a diver. He gave us an extra 100 meters that we don't normally see, but what I was really impressed about was the level of finishing on the bracelet. The thing is buttery smooth. To include that, there is quick release, there is on-the-fly adjustment, of course, but also even the crown interaction being threaded into the case itself, the crown tube, was super buttery smooth. And I'll tell you something else. The lume is super bright regardless of that having a color tone to it. So overall, a highly built watch. I was really impressed when I did the review. If you missed any of the watches that I'm bringing up, I did separate reviews that you guys can go in further depth for it. But I got the craze for why people love Zelos so much. And the only negative that I think people find with Zelos overall is that if you don't act fast enough, you miss out on that release. And that could be a good or bad thing, because if you have the watch, you know that you're the only 150 people that actually own it. But if you miss it, you'll have to go to aftermarket, and that might be frustrating. But at the end of the day, it's how Elshen likes to keep the brand Zelos healthy, where they don't have a lot of watches after the fact that are just hanging around. They get to design a watch, they get to release the watch, and then they get to move on. And guess what? If you missed out on something in particular, chances are he's gonna design something moving forward for a specific model that you probably will like. So I was really impressed getting hands-on with this Zelos. I've gotten hands-on with 2 of them, including the GT model. And overall, I get why people are so crazy about Zelos. Watch number 4, I'm really excited to talk about. It's something that I've been excited since I purchased it, and I'll be honest with you, every time I look at this thing and I take it out of the watch box, or even when I'm passing by the watch box, I smile. Vario has a knack for doing a lot of great designs, and on the Futurist, he's extended, he's really pushed himself, he went outside the lines in a good way, and he's put a lot of features into this watch that made it tremendously interesting for me. So the first thing that's gonna hit you is the faceted crystal, and he did that because there weren't too many watches in the market, let alone in the microbrand space, that were doing it. So that inspired him to execute it in a watch where he's not only done the faceted crystal, he's also done actual score lines on the top of the case to create a different feel and a different finish. Additionally, he put the crown on the 12 o'clock, which is something that we've seen from him on his Reversa, but I think it was a bold statement for you to do all 3. Some people are gonna love it, some people are gonna hate it, but that's what he wanted, and he did it anyway. Now, those aren't the only features within the watch that impressed me. I liked the color tone of red that he placed within it. Red is a difficult color for me to gravitate to, and this wine type of burgundy red that plays with the light was fantastic. He also has indices that are bent to give you kind of that distortion where you're kind of wondering if it's just the faceted crystal that's bending them, but in fact, it has a lot of fun. It has a lot of character. The only thing I heard about the Futurist was the 12 o'clock position on the crown, and some felt it was a little more difficult to deal with. Is it as accessible as the 3 o'clock? No. Is it hard to use, and is it hard to set the time? Absolutely not. I don't have to remove the strap. He's left enough room on there. It isn't the first time he's done it. And for me, I think it's worth the trade-off for having a little bit more of a difficult time, but having a beautiful symmetric overall design for the watch and something completely different that's gonna stand out for your watch collection. The last thing I'm gonna leave you with was the decision to have a bracelet option that's an expanding bracelet. I think it's something that is a must if you're gonna pick up this watch, because he has designed it where it's an easy removable link system. Instead of using the C-clips that you would see with a Speidel, I got that after the fact, and I wish that I got that right away. And in fact, I would add this bracelet to a lot of watches moving forward. One thing to note about the bracelet, I thought that I was gonna need a larger size for my 7¼ inch wrist, but I ended up actually needing the smaller version. So if you have a wrist size within that range, I would go for the smaller version. Last, but certainly not least, because I didn't choose any of these watches in any particular order, is Phoibos. And I've gotten hands-on with a few Phoibos to do reviews, and I've been impressed with all of them, but one of them really stand out to me, and that was the Narwhal. When I think about Phoibos, I think about a brand that is also listening to the watch community and making upgrades. And additionally to that, all of the watches that I've received from them were of great quality, and one of the things that they like to focus on the most is giving you as much value for a very competitive price. But outside of that, I felt that the Narwhal was a great design. I love the 1970s inspiration. I've never had issues with any of the functions. Of course, they added quick release and on-the-fly adjustment to their bracelet. Their finishing is done very well, especially for the price range, and they have an extensive catalog on their website, and all of them are within the range of price point and also giving you the value for money. One thing that I noticed about reviewing so many different Phoibos is that I was always getting that high quality. I was always getting those functions that I wanted the most. The Narwhal specifically is a diver style watch and it's 200 meters, but also they applied a lot of lume to the indices, to the hands. It's all really impressive. And overall, I've been really happy with all of the watches that they produced. So these are 5 watches in my collection that I absolutely adore and the reasons why. But at the end of the day, I understand that what you value may not be the same as me. And I would encourage you to make your own decisions as to why you add a timepiece to your watch collection. I'll leave a link in the description where you guys can see the full review workup of each of these watches in case you're interested. And let me know in the comments if you've owned any of these brands and if you resonate with any of the reasons why I like the watches myself. This is how I kind of want to showcase what's in my watch collection. Instead of doing a state of the collection and showing you everything at once, I rather spend time revisiting watches that I really enjoy and giving you the breakdown. So if you like that idea, stay tuned to this channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'm gonna bring you guys more content that are similar to something like this. But as always, I appreciate you guys for spending your most valuable asset, which is time, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.